Hey everybody, movie reviewer next door here, and I'm here with another review. Hopefully the camera stays green because that is the color of the number that it shows. And Hollow Point. Probably no one's heard of this film. It's a slightly newer film that Luke Goss stars in, and I'll get to that, from 2019. It stars Dylan J, Luke Goss, Juju Chen, Jay Moore, and Michael Paré. It even has a small appearance by Bill Duke from Commando. This film is about a man named Nolan Corey, played by Dylan J, whose wife and daughter end up getting shot and killed by Jay Moore, who plays Trigger, who is a drug kingpin, basically, I think. And he ends up trying to take the law into his own hands, and then he gets put in prison. And then when he gets out, he ends up joining a vigilante group headed by Luke Goss, who plays Hank Carmack. Also has Amanda Ray, played by Juju Chen, and Damian Wakefield, played by Michael Paré. And the film's all about how all that goes, and I'll say right off the bat, I am a bit disappointed in the film. It is a really cool premise. Yes, it's been done before, a band of vigilantes, and all of the good and bad things that go along with that. Yes, it's been done. But in this way, I liked I liked how this film did it. I just wish this film had something else. Something else as in, it feels like it's missing something. Certain parts aren't well told enough. Certain aspects aren't just really. It's kind of hard to talk about because I don't like doing spoiler reviews unless it's a movie that I actually despise, and I don't despise this film. I think it's a time waster at worst, and at best it's an okay action film. Yes, this is an actual action film. It's not like Interview with a Hitman where it lies about being an action film and then it's a fucking drama. But I guess I'll go ahead and talk about the acting. Dylan J is the main character, Nolan Corey. Or Corey. He's not good. He's apparently a singer. He's apparently an up-and-coming singer from a couple years ago. I think he still does music. When I looked him up, he had some music videos from a couple months ago. So, good for him. I listened to some of it. It's not really my thing. And as an actor, he's not that good. I've liked quite a few singers turned actors. Luke Goss being one of them. Luke Goss was in the band Bros with his brother. He's a way better actor. He should have been the main star, but I'll get to that. Jennifer Lopez, in Enough. She's really good in Enough. I know a lot of people hate that movie. I don't care. I think she did a great job. I think that's a great film. Who else was it? Cher, even. Cher in Moonlight. Or Moonlighting. That's what it is. Not the black gay movie Moonlight. Moonlighting. Cher and Nicolas Cage. She did great in that. She was very funny. Here it just doesn't work. I think he should get acting lessons if he wants to keep pursuing that. If this is a passion project for him or a vanity project, because he did produce it as well, Dylan J. So I'm not sure. Luke Goss. He's good as Hank Carmack, who's a lawyer and a vigilante. He, when he has fight scenes, which there aren't a ton of fight scenes in the film, I do wish the film had a bit more action, and I do wish it was better done. We'll get to that. I keep saying that, I know. But when he is on screen, he commands the film. He has a very good presence. He has presence. So many of these action actors nowadays don't have presence. Him, Scott Adkins, all of these guys, they have presence. But he works for the role. I do wish he was the main star, but I don't know if I'd buy him as a school teacher, because that's what Dylan J's character is supposed to be. But that's basically a one-scene thing, and then you never see him teaching again. But yeah. Juju Chen, as a martial artist, she's great. No complaints in the action scenes, because she does elevate the action scenes quite a bit. Acting-wise, she is a bit of a wooden plank. There are a couple instances where I bought her. I buy her as a tough girl. I buy her as that. But I don't buy her as an actress, really. So maybe she should get... Maybe if she was speaking, like, Chinese, maybe. I know people hate when others say speaking Chinese. Maybe if she spoke Mandarin or traditional Chinese, maybe her acting would be better, but I'm not sure. Jay Moore as Trigger, the main villain, is another one of the big issues. It feels like he is in a comedy while everyone else is in an action film. So just the scenes of his that are supposed to be chilling don't work. Because I know this actor, he's been in a ton of things. He's been Jerry Maguire, Small Soldiers, Pay It Forward, Are We There Yet, Cherry Falls. Like, he's clearly got experience acting. But he's just not really that good here. Michael Pare, he was fine. I've never thought of Michael Pare as a fantastic actor, but I do know that he's been in quite a few action films, like in the 80s and 90s. Especially, also Eddie and the Cruisers. He was good in those films. But yeah, he kicks some ass in a couple scenes. He's not a big main player, but he is part of the main plot. And it was nice to see Bill Duke as a prison guard. Always nice to see him. But yeah, story-wise, or the things that I think this film needed. This film needed a better editor. The editing in the fight scenes really does hamper what is supposed to be excitement. I know that this is way after the whole slew of action movies like Bourne Identity, the Bourne Identity series, or Bourne series, the Taken 2 and 3 style, Transporter 3, Columbiana, even more recently, the other one Olivia Megaton did. Any director that's trying to be Olivia Megaton needs to stop trying to be Olivia Megaton, because all of his movies are horribly edited. They quick cut around everything, even if the actors are talented, like Jason Statham in Transporter 3. So many of those fight scenes you can tell that he's doing his actual stunt. So why do you need to cut every half a second? And why do you need to cut around a fight that, when you look at the behind the scenes footage, it's a very well done fight. If you just look at the like one camera aspect, and you can tell, oh, this is like an actually really cool fight. But then the editing fucks everything up. But yeah. That does happen quite a bit here. Another issue, I think it's a budget issue. The film was apparently made for $1 million. That's what IMDb says. I know not to trust IMDb fully, but that's the only place I could see a number for a budget. If it was $1 million, they did what they could, I think. I've seen another film from this director, Daniel Zarrilli, called Acceleration, and for $3 million, that film looked alright. Had some nice drone shots. So does this. It has some decent drone shots, especially at the end. But I do think Acceleration is a better film than this. Mostly due to Natalie Byrne, or Natalia Gustlistia, who is in this film. She doesn't have a lot to do, though. She doesn't have any action scenes. She's just a detective working on the case. But I do wish she had a better... If she replaced Juju Chen, I really think this movie would have something added, because I do think Natalie Byrne's a very talented martial artist. And she's not a bad actress. She's not bad in this. The CGI blood, CGI fire. There isn't a ton of CGI fire. There's a scene where they burn a car, and it looks really fucking bad. It looks like something like a lower subscriber YouTuber would do. And I mean nothing against low subscriber YouTubers. At least they know that what they're making looks bad. But it looked like green screen fire, and it was really bad. But then they cut to actual fire, so I'm like, just get a fucking beamer and just, blow it up. Like, do that. That would be cool. Some of the actors, like I said, Dylan Jay Moore, Roger Guenveur as one of the detectives, he is awful. Like, actually awful. He just, every scene of his is just, so we found someone who could assist in your case, and I don't know what, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through this case, but that this could very much be like helpful to the case, and it just annoyed me every time he was on screen. It's hard to talk about this, but I do like the premise. He's a guy. He tries to get revenge. He fails. He gets put in prison, and then he gets out after a year. Then he joins this vigilante group. That's a really cool premise, and I just wish... I hate to say it, even though I didn't mind the other film Daniels really did, I do wish it was a different director. I feel like this would work better for Jesse B. Johnson, who did Accident Man, Avengement, those types of films. The Mercenary, which I didn't love as much as a lot of other people did. Mainly the main actor, I just wasn't big on him, but Dominique Vandenberg, I'm just not big on him. But I do think, in the hands of Jesse V. Johnson, this would have had way better action, way better actors, because in Accident Man, I don't understand why so many people are like, oh, Accident Man is still not a good movie, even though it has great fight choreography and it looks great, and it's like fast paced and it has actual story, because they talk about how the acting sucks. The acting is perfectly fine in Accident Man. Scott Adkins is so much better as an actor than Dwayne Johnson. I'm saying it right there. I don't care what anybody says. He's a better actor. He's a better action star because he can actually do his own fights. The Rock needs a stunt double, huh? When he's that big, he can't do his own stunts. Are you fucking kidding me? Scott Adkins does it by himself. Like, why doesn't Scott Adkins get more love? But, just a film like this needed a better director. This film, if it was a passion project for Dylan Jay, and he was like, okay, I got this random director, I got $1 million, I can get all this talent, maybe all of the budget was spent on the actors. I don't know how expensive Luke Goss, Juju Chan, Jay Moore, Michael Pare are, but if they did spend all the money on the actors and that's when the movie looks like crap, you can take Juju Chan and Jay Moore out, replace them with, like, I don't know, some of the actors Jesse V. Johnson gets. But yeah, like, it's hard to talk about this one. Even though I have so much I want to say, I don't want to spoil it, because I feel like that's kind of an asshole move. I mean, I would have... There's nothing I really have to talk about plot-wise, because the plot is kind of conventional. And yeah, I gave it a 6. There's many issues with the acting, issues with the way the film looks, and at times, for the most part, the film is shot decently well. That's not my issue at all. It's just the editing. The CGI blood that looks really fucking bad. There's like one shot where I was like, okay, that looked alright. But like, it looks about Codename Banshee bad. Because Codename Banshee I thought was better than this. But that, for the most part, It was just that it was so fast paced. I really liked Jamie King in the main role. She actually looks like a tough assassin. Antonio Banderas was nice to see. Tommy Flanagan. What's her name? One of the villains from Run How to Fight was in it. Like, I was like, okay, I really like this cast, and I know a lot of people gave it, like, it has like a 3.3 out of 10 on IMDb. This film has a 4.2 out of 10. I can see it. People don't like low budget movies. I'm not gonna say that being low budget is the only problem with this film. I do wish Michael Pare had a bigger role, but he doesn't really star in movies anymore. You'll hear about a film that comes out and it'll be like, oh, Michael Pare's in it, but he's in it for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, have Michael Pare star in an action movie again. Do it before he gets too old. How old is he? Born in 58. Like, just give him a starring role in something. God. But, like, I just don't know what else to say. I don't hate the film. I don't like the film. I think it's okay. It's very middling. What makes me angry about it a bit is just that it's not better, given that I really like the premise. But yeah, if Dylan J happens to see this, I don't have anything against you, dude. I just think you're not an actor. That's it. But yeah, sorry if this is kind of a boring review, but guess I'll see y'all next time, and yeah.